No BS Craig, and today we are here with our Pasadena Small Business Success Summit speaker, Melanie Benson. Welcome, Melanie.
Hello.
Yes, welcome, welcome, welcome. Well, the summit is about 17 days away. Can you believe that? It came just like that. Last year it did the same thing. It just all of a sudden it snuck up on me, and there it was. But we are 17 days away. And the whole reason for this little Facebook Live is so that you in our group here can get to know Melanie Benson, who I've known for, 11 years. It's gone back
Maybe
a while.
longer.
Probably longer, through MySpace days, if anybody here remembers MySpace. Anyway, so welcome, Melanie, and thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me. I'm so excited about the summit. It's not very often that something happens in my backyard that's so fantastic.
I know, it's such a grand and important event right in your backyard.
Transformational.
Yes, well, some people on this watching this live will know that you came out and spoke to our group a few years back.
Oh, that's
To our
right.
EMP group, and you left an impression with everybody there. So I hope we get a bunch of people out who saw you there and come back out. But for the people who don't know Melanie, why don't you tell us a little bit of who you are, okay, what you do, your background, and how you kind of got into this line of work for what you do.
Well, I'm sure you know service professionals, Craig, and entrepreneurs and people who are really passionate about their work, but they're kind of struggling to monetize all that passion. And I think in our industry, I see all the time coaches and consultants and people who want to make a difference. They want to have an impact, and they just want to have a business that lets them live their life a little bit instead of being in the work the whole time. That's what I do, is I help people learn how to take their business and really create a business model and a success mindset that allows them to outperform their wildest expectations. So we're usually working on things like how to become more prosperous. Once we're more prosperous, how to become more profitable, and how to optimize a business so it's not constantly devouring every second of our day to keep up with it. So I don't know if you know anybody like that that's struggling with those things. I seem to run into a lot of them in my 18 years of working with business owners and entrepreneurs. And a little bit of background. So I got into business being my own business owner in, I think it was about 2001 actually. And my early days were really awful. Like, I was super passionate about everything that I had learned in my coach training, but I would talk to people and there would be this glazed eye look, right? Like, okay, why do I care? And I discovered that even though I was super passionate and I knew I could help people get results, I had absolutely no idea how to translate my gifts, my superpowers, into results for my clients in the language I used. Right. So I was walking around struggling to just get by on $500,000 a month. You know, we both live in LA, Craig. I'm sure everybody listening is probably near LA or in Southern California area. It is impossible to live on $1,000 a month. Right. So I had to figure out how to fix that. And that's where a lot of my mindset work and the things we're going to talk about on being a high achiever and a high earner came to me, is really learning how to take our mind and turn it into a high performing, high earning system, or a machine, we might even call it, so that you're not letting the inner game, those thoughts, beliefs, fears that you've had all your life, dictate what's possible for you and what you can earn.
So, hey, everybody, I am Captain Jim Palmer, the Dream Business Coach, and I run the Dream Business Mastermind and Coaching Program. I run an event called Dream Business Academy, and it is my pleasure to be here. Actually, it's well into my lunch hour, and I'm hangry because of all the technical glitches. But let me go ahead and share. I know what Craig was going to ask me, and I'll try and share a few things. Want to know a little bit about my backstory. So I started my first business in 2001. I grew that to multiple six figures after being unemployed for almost a year and a half and having cancer. And then I kind of reached a plateau because I really figured out the difference between an entrepreneur and a small business owner. And that is, I was the chief cook and bottle washer doing everything in the business. And I was like working 80 hours a week doing everything. And I knew I just couldn't keep doing that. And then as luck or fate would have it, I met somebody who introduced me to Dan Kennedy. I started learning about the whole new psycho-cybernetics, Think and Grow Rich. I discovered leverage. I discovered the whole online marketing world. I invested in the late Corey Rudel's program, and I launched in 2007 my first internet business called No Hassle Newsletters. I actually grew that to, we had thousands of patients, thousands of clients in 9 different countries were using our content and our templates. No Hassle Newsletters is still going strong today. I then created several other online businesses, No Hassle Social Media, Concierge Print and Mail on Demand, Custom Article Generator, just to name a few. Success Advantage Publishing. I have now written 12 books and a number of home study courses. Around 2009, people started asking me, well, Jim, how are you doing all that? We're trying to get our own business off the ground, and you've got like all these different businesses. And that was my first foray into coaching. I launched Dream Business Coaching Program in 2009. So I've almost 10 years into that. And so I'm really giving you a compressed story, but fast forward to about 5 years ago, I started moving into what I now call my own dream business. I didn't want to keep working all those crazy hours that every one of us has to work initially. So I said, I want to work 3 days a week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I want to have Monday and Friday off, because at the time we were traveling and seeing our new grandson and then our granddaughter, etc. And then we got into boating. And so anyway, I've been able to put together what I call my dream team, which is 13 VAs that help me run my various internet companies. So I concentrate 100% today. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I coach a lot of entrepreneurs and small business owners how to take their business to the next level, how to grow their dream business using what I call my $1 million platform. I'm going to share that with you at the Pasadena Summit, and a smaller version than I do at my own event, but Craig's given me a certain time limit. And so the presentation title, Craig asked me, what are you going to talk about? It's how to create a dream business and live your dream lifestyle, which just happens to be the title of my 7th book. I don't know if you can see that or not.
Hey, everybody, it's No BS Craig here, and I'm here with my good friend Carmen Torres, who's going to be speaking at the upcoming Pasadena Small Business Success Summit. My HR specialist, Carmen Torres. Hi, Carmen.
Hello, Craig.
Say hello to everybody else.
Hi, everyone.
We're here today to get to know Carmen, who is the genesis of this event that we're putting on.
Aww.
Yes. Our business coach and our friend Jim Palmer was on the phone with me one time, and he says, why don't you have Carmen come out and speak to your local event? And I said, I don't think the right audience is there, but maybe I'll create an event. And then, thoughts came out. And then ultimately the Pasadena Small Business Success Summit was born because of this wonderful lady right here.
Thank you.
So we're here to get to know Carmen. The summit is 14 days away. It's 2 weeks from today. Yikes. If you haven't gotten your tickets, please get them. The website is www.pasadenasummit.com, and you can use coupon code CTorres to get 20% off your ticket price. So let's just get started. Let's get to know Carmen. So Carmen, tell us who you are, what you do, a little bit about your background, and how you got into this business.
All right. Awesome. Well, Carmen Torres, CEO and Chief Specialist of My HR Specialist. And I started my business about 9 years ago now. It's amazing. I can't believe it's been that long, but it's been really great. Although my background in human resources goes back about 24 years. And I knew early on that working with people and helping employees in particular was something that was very important to me. And I just, did whatever I could to stay in the field, moved from payroll into a human resources role. And back in January of 2009, I believe it was, yes, January 2009, I found myself having to lay off 90% of the staff at the company that I was working for. And so it was a time where I knew I had to make some major decisions. I mean, first of all, needing to notify 90% of the staff that they were going to be let go or laid off. It doesn't matter what the reason is, but it's always a time that, it's just devastating for employees, especially when people have made life-changing decisions to be a part of a company.
Right.
You have to be so sensitive. You have to be really cautious to the information that you're going to communicate to them. And that's where I realized that the work that I was doing is something that makes a difference. After the layoffs, I found myself having to lay myself off actually 2 months later. And when I did that, I realized that, okay, now what? What's the next thing for me? There weren't any positions available for the kind of role that I was looking for. And I decided to fall back on my event planning business, which was really awesome. But eventually I started getting the phone calls and questions from, friends and people who own businesses inquiring about how to handle certain situations. They knew it was something that I specialized in. And before you know it, I was an independent consultant, or, it was really amazing because little by little, I started to build the business and the client. I didn't realize that I was going to build a business. I really just thought that I was self-employed is what I was doing. And before you know it, a few years later, my friend Gabby and I were talking about how to get me to that next level. Yeah. We talked about incorporating or LLC and a business name, website, and long and behold, I looked up a couple of things. My HR specialist actually was developed because some of my friends would introduce me as, oh, this is Carmen, my HR specialist.
Wow.
And it just, sounded really cool to me. I just thought, well, that's pretty awesome. I looked it up. I couldn't believe that it was available. Jim, was totally surprised that was even available.
Right.
And just jumped on it right away. It's been really great because I've been able to help a lot of small businesses with supporting them with all of their employee needs. And this is a perfect thing to do when you don't have a need for full-time HR in your business.
Hello, everybody. Hello, it's Craig Valine, No BS Craig, and welcome to our noon Facebook Live with one of our guest speakers, TJ Mercer, Chief Noisemaker at Media Mavericks Academy. Hi, TJ.
It's a party. I'm over on my computer trying to share the broadcast, so that's why if you see me looking to the left, I'm over.
That's all right. Yeah. So welcome, everybody. The Pasadena Small Business Success Summit is 21 days away, and it's our first annual. So that means it's our second event. Last year we had a great event. We had 112 attendees. We had 8 speakers. It was a long day, but a fantastic event. TJ Mercer was one of our sponsors last year for Media Mavericks Academy. She has since come and spoken at my local group, my EMP group. I thought, number one, she's a fantastic speaker and has a lot to offer the audience, you who are watching this right now and who will be attending the summit, but she also happens to be a fantastic person. And so I could think of no better person to have on the speaker schedule than TJ Mercer, right? So yeah, and she's by the way, she's low energy, so you're gonna have to tickle her to get her to,
you have to turn up your volume because you're not gonna be able to really hear me, Look at that.
And happy opposite day, right? So anyway.
I know, right?
So TJ, let's get right to the point here. So tell us who you are, what you do, and what your background is, and how you got to be known for what you do.
Well, I am TJ Mercer. I'm the Chief Noisemaker of the Media Mavericks Academy. And that is where I teach authors, experts, coaches, entrepreneurs, how to actually book themselves in the media without having a publicist and without being a celebrity. Why am I good at this? Because I spent 20 plus years working on some of the biggest shows on television in Hollywood, and I know what I'm doing. I have earned the title of the beast in the media streets. I don't do false humility. I own that moniker. I'm good at what I do. Now, I suck at a lot of stuff. I suck at a lot of things, but media publicity ain't one. So that's me.
All right. So what's your presentation title for the summit, and describe a little bit what people are going to learn?
Well, my presentation is based on the mantra of Media Mavericks Academy, which is when you know you have the solution to someone's problem or are the answer to somebody's prayer, you have a responsibility to find your voice and make some noise. So the presentation is all about how to make some noise in the media and get you massive media exposure and what you are going to walk away with. I am coming to bust 3 publicity myths wide open that could be preventing you from actually getting the media exposure you deserve. I'm coming to show you how to circumvent the traditional path to the media. I'm coming to show you how to actually crush your interview so that you get invited back. You will know as much as I can give you in the time that I have of what your next steps are going to be so that you can book yourself without having a publicist, without being a celebrity, using your laptop and your cell phone. And I got the receipts to back up that I am who I say I am, and my clients do what I say that they do.